It technically isn't for this model. The attempted coup that happened at the US Capitol. Look at this. This looks totally different with this ring light now. Like, look at how great this setup is from my point of view. Isn't that cool? And then the camera sits right there. And then bam, it looks like this. I like it. It's gonna make the vlog look a lot nicer. Whoa! Don't fall. Ow, whack my pinky. So a couple cool things I wanted to talk about. One, my brother's Christmas present for me came in, which is the skin, replacement skin for this Razer blade. It technically isn't for this model, but it fits because it's from the year after. So this is a 2020, or sorry, late 2019 blade style skin, when this is the early 2019 blade model. It fits basically perfectly, so that's awesome. The only part that's a little weird is the Razer logo on the front. So that's one good thing, and one thing I wanted to talk about. Because of using this on my stream setup, it's going to be even harder for me to want to film parts of this vlog. For example, setup just to get the camera off, and everything was like 5 minutes, which really isn't that long. But in my day where like I stream for 6 hours and then the part where I normally vlog is after my streams, that's exhausting to want to do. So I have to be in a really like pretty upper good mood, but I'm usually not. I also usually don't have energy after the stream, so it's nice, a little different. But yeah, so that's going to be even harder to do from now on, which kind of sucks, but at least it'll look good, you know? I do want to talk about very quickly, you know, by the time this goes up, it won't, well, it matters, but it won't be a prevalent topic, was the attempted coup that happened at the US Capitol. You know, I live in Michigan, a lot of Trump supporters around here. If people really still side with him at this point in time, I don't know what to say to them, other than you stand for overthrowing the government, you stand for an attempted coup, you stand for 5 people being killed, you stand for racism, bigotry, sexism, homophobia, all things that are just deplorable, honestly, at this point in time. And whether you think you are or not, by supporting Donald Trump and his actions of inciting violence, you stand for the domestic terrorism that happened. And I hope that everyone gets prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law with that. If you are an avid Trump supporter or a Trump fan, I ask that you please do not watch my content anymore. I already made a statement on all of my social media outlets. Yeah. Speaking of posting things on social media, I finally edited the last dab video this week, and it went up. If you haven't seen that, if I remember, I'll try to put it linked down below if you want to check it out. It ended up being really funny. I thought I did pretty good. It took me about 4 hours to edit. I could have taken longer on it, but I wanted it up the next day, and I thought my edit was pretty dang good for 4 hours. The thumbnail was actually the hardest part. I had a really hard time deciding what I wanted the thumbnail to look like. I thought it actually turned out pretty cool. If you do want to share that, that'd be awesome. I know a lot of people who've watched it have liked it so far, and the reason it's so long is explained in the video. It's definitely interesting. Edit it down as much as possible. That's less than half the footage of what we started with. And then there's 2 other things I want to talk about, so I kind of want to switch up camera views just to kind of make the vlog feel a little different. Next thing I want to talk about is 2 Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Because of playing Sea of Thieves, we reference pirates a lot, and I decided to rewatch them. I don't know if I'm going to do all of them, just because I don't know if I can take the 4th one in particular. So I rewatched the first Pirates of the Caribbean, so I'll start with that. The first Pirates of the Caribbean is old. The CGI, pretty dang good. I would say it holds up enough nowadays, though it definitely is showing its age, but it holds up enough that it's still believable enough in the story, in the context of the story. I think the first Pirates is very surface level of a movie. The only character who really gets characterization is Jack Sparrow and Barbossa. Mostly everyone else is there just to be there and have very surface level motivations and character and all that stuff. Not much to say about that movie, honestly. It never has been my favorite Pirates movie, and I don't think it will be, because even after watching the second one, it's not my favorite of the two. Still pretty good. I think I gave it a 6 or 7 out of 10. It's watchable. I'd watch it again, but it's not my favorite. Next is Pirates of the Caribbean 2, otherwise known as Dead Man's Chest. This, when I was a young lad, was my favorite Pirates movie. I honestly think it's just because of all the Flying Dutchman, Davy Jones scenes, and I enjoyed the Kraken and Captain Jack Sparrow having the black spot. I liked that, and I still like it now. There's also some great quotes that come out of this one, like, why is the rum always gone? You get really weird moments between Captain Jack Sparrow and Elizabeth Swann. That's kind of weird. Not actually a good thing. Don't know why it was saying on my list of good things. It is really weird, especially considering how old she is. This movie is really about Will Turner and Captain Jack Sparrow, mostly. I don't know if I like that. I'm not a huge fan of Will Turner. I think by the third one I'll like him a lot more, because he's basically worthless. He gets the least characterization in the first movie. In the second movie, he gets a lot more. I think the movie's actually paced fairly well. It was almost 3 hours, 2.5 hours. It basically flew by. Unlike the first one, which felt like a slog, this one feels really streamlined. The action is really good. The water wheel fight is still fantastic. Scenes that felt most out of place were the ones with the cannibals. No surprise there. And that's really the part of the movie where it just feels really, really bloated. Like, there is a story reason that everything happens, but the plot overall just has so much crammed into it that it ends up being a little confusing. Yes, everything leads to, we need to get the chest. Why are we doing here? Why are we here? Well, it's to get the chest. But it still ends up, watching the movie at the end, I was like, I don't know why we did half of that stuff. Like, I paid attention to the whole thing, I kept track of my mind, but at the end I was just like, so why did we? Okay. And then I moved on with my life. Much better and much more consistent, I think, in tone in the second one, and it's shot so well. The opening scene with the rain splashing in the teacups on Elizabeth's wedding day being ruined, orgasmic. The first shot of the Black Pearl getting ripped to shred by the Flying Dutchman. That first cannonball through the captain's quarters, oh, so good. And then there's wood splinters everywhere. It makes me really, really miss practical effects in movies. I think Pirates of the Caribbean mixes and blends CG and practical effects extraordinarily well, and it does not get the credit it deserves for its visual effects prowess and how to balance it. Oh my god, the practical sets of these boats are so awesome and totally underrated. Oh, also Davy Jones, obviously, is fantastic. He still looks pretty good. He looks like a modern day video game character. The textures on his face are a little, I don't want to say they're bad, but they're a little flat. Like, they lack some of the light detail that most things now like have, where you can kind of see light and how it penetrates skin and stuff. Davy Jones kind of lacks some of that. But he's covered with wet anyway, so it's, if you're not really looking at the visual effects like I was trying to break it down, you won't notice it, but it's still super, super good for the most part. I really like that movie. It's like a 7 or 8 out of 10. So it fluctuates depending on my mood, honestly. I would totally watch it again. It was always my favorite Pirates movie, and I think it'll probably take second place now. That being said, I haven't watched Pirates 3, which is At World's End. I am very excited to. I remember thinking it was very slow when I was younger. I want to see if that holds up. I remember the whole bit with is it the Chinese? Or is it Japanese? I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while. I think it's Chinese, and the whole like pirate lord stuff. I remember not particularly liking that, but I don't remember. Also, I love Beckett. Still love Beckett. Beckett's great as a villain in Pirates 2. Also, Norrington, didn't realize he was in Pirates 1 and 2. I just thought he was only in 1 and then fucked off. No, he's the third dude in Pirates 2 that's just kind of there. As a young boy, I only saw the first Pirates of the Caribbean once for like many years. So in Dead Man's Chest, I didn't know who that third dude was. I do now! Look at that. That's my opinions on both those movies. Pretty exciting, isn't it? I know. Bye-bye. Hey, it's that time of the week again. We're going to be doing the Twitch work time breakdown thing, Madoohickey, that I do every single week. So this is for week 84, of course. Pretty straightforward here. 2,465 minutes or 41 hours and 5 minutes total of time spent working and editing and streaming. That's about it for that. Obviously, as per usual, I do want to give a shout out to Andrew Apple Pie. He did make the music that's in this vlog. It is from his album 2019, and the specific song I'm using is 1111. I like the time, 1111. Fun to edit to. All of his songs are fun to edit to. What am I saying? As per usual, you can feel free to subscribe. I do upload a vlog here every single week, as long as I remember. You can also feel free to subscribe to the gaming channel. That's linked down below. Or you can feel free to follow my Twitch account. I do stream there every single day at 9 p.m. Eastern time at twitch.tv/SkullHQ. Been playing a lot of zombies recently. A lot of Apex Legends recently. COD, Minecraft, stuff like that. All things that I stream every day. That's it. Thank you for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Favorite the video if it was your favorite. Don't forget to share the video. Subscribe for more. And I'll see you later. Take care.